Have you ever experienced that strange, haunting moment where you wake up in the middle of the night, and before you even open your eyes, a specific person is already on your mind? You haven't spoken to them in weeks, months, or perhaps even years. There is no text message on your phone. There is no missed call. Their name hasn't appeared on your social media feed. The physical world is completely silent. And yet, inside your head, their presence is so loud it feels like they are standing right next to you. You try to push the thought away. You tell yourself to focus on your day, your work, your family. You tell yourself that the past is the past and that logic dictates you should have moved on by now. But no matter how busy you keep yourself, no matter how much time passes, their energy lingers in the background of your thoughts like a song playing softly in another room that you just can't turn off. This can be incredibly confusing, can even be shameful. You might start to ask yourself questions that hurt. Am I crazy? Why am I obsessed with someone who isn't there? Does this mean I am weak? Does this mean I haven't healed? But let me tell you this right now. You are not crazy. You are not weak. And most importantly, this is not happening by accident. In the world of psychology and spiritual connection, there is no such thing as a random thought. When a person stays on your mind without any contact, it is never meaningless. The silence between you is physical, but the noise in your mind is spiritual. It is emotional. It is energetic. When logic says it's over, but your soul says wait, there is a profound reason for that conflict. Today, we are going to explore deeply why this happens. We are going to uncover the hidden psychological and spiritual mechanisms that keep two people connected even when they are miles apart and living separate lives. By the end of this, you will understand not only why they are still on your mind, but what this constant presence is trying to teach you about your destiny. To understand this, we first have to look at the concept of the unfinished loop. The human mind is a problem-solving machine. It craves patterns, it craves completion, and above all, it craves closure. When a relationship ends with a period, a clear, defined ending where everything was said and understood, the mind can file that memory away as complete, puts the file in the cabinet of the past and closes the drawer. But let's be honest. Most connections don't end with a period. They end with a question mark. They end with words left unsaid, feelings left unexpressed, or a sudden silence that feels unnatural. Maybe they ghosted you. Maybe you had to walk away to protect your peace, even though you still loved them. Maybe the timing was just wrong. When this happens, the brain views the relationship as an open loop. Psychologically, this is known as the Zeigarnik effect. Your subconscious mind refuses to forget uncompleted tasks. Because the emotional story didn't get a proper ending, your mind keeps bringing the file back to your desk, over and over again, trying to solve the puzzle. It replays old conversations. It invents new scenarios. It wonders, what if? So, when you think of them constantly, it is not because you are obsessed. It is because your subconscious is frantically trying to find a resolution that reality didn't give you. However, psychology is only half of the story. If we look deeper, beyond the brain and into the soul, we find the second, more powerful reason they are still there: the law of energetic resonance. Have you ever noticed that the moment you finally decide to let them go, they suddenly reach out? Or the moment you are feeling your lowest, you dream of them? This is because connections are not just made of words and touch. They are made of energy. When you spend time with someone, when you open your heart to them, you become entangled with them. You exchange parts of your energy field. Even when the physical contact stops, when the texting stops, when the dates stop, that energetic cord does not snap immediately. It stretches. It remains. Think of it like a rubber band. Sometimes the silence actually creates more tension on that band than the noise ever did. The more distance you create physically, the stronger the energetic pull becomes. Your mind becomes the antenna picking up their frequency, even when you are not supposed to. This is why silence doesn't erase someone from your mind. It amplifies them. Now, let's explore the third reason in more depth, because this one often feels the most personal. The mirror of unmet needs. Sometimes, when a person haunts your thoughts without contact, they are not appearing because of who they are, but because of what they represent to you. In the realm of shadow work, psychology's deeper layer of self-discovery. People become symbols for our internal voids. Ask yourself this: what emotion did this person bring out in you the most? Was it safety? Was it passion? Was it validation? Was it the feeling of being truly seen? When you think of them constantly, your subconscious is not just missing them. It is missing the part of yourself that they awakened. They become a mirror reflecting your own unmet desires, your unhealed wounds, or even your untapped potential. For example, if you think of someone who made you feel alive and desired after years of feeling invisible, your mind is whispering, "Remember who you can be." If they represent freedom from a stale routine, the thoughts are a signal to reclaim your spark. The person themselves may be long gone, but the energy they ignited in you refuses to fade. Until you find a way to cultivate that feeling within yourself, through new experiences, self-love, or personal growth, your mind will keep summoning their image as a reminder. Moving to the fourth reason, we enter the territory of the universal synchronization. Many spiritual traditions teach that we are not random accidents floating through life. We are part of a grand design. When someone lingers in your mind without contact, it may be the universe or God, depending on your belief, using them as a signpost. This is not about "they miss you too" in a romantic sense. It is about divine timing. Perhaps this person entered your life to prepare you for something bigger. Maybe they showed you what you deserve, even if they couldn't give it. Maybe their departure created space for a better aligned soul. The constant thoughts are the universe's gentle nudge. Pay attention. This lesson is not over. Be patient. Science supports this through the concept of synchronicity, coined by psychologist Carl Jung. He observed that meaningful coincidences are not coincidences at all. They are acausal connections between the inner psyche and the outer world. So, if you keep thinking of them on the same day every week, or if memories flood back during pivotal moments in your life, trust that there is a larger pattern unfolding. The fifth reason takes us to the heart of it all, the reciprocal echo. Here is where it gets powerful. What if the reason they are on your mind is because they are thinking of you too? Energetically speaking, thoughts are waves. When you send out a strong emotional thought toward someone, a mix of love, pain, or longing, it travels. And if their energy is still attuned to yours, they receive it as an intuitive hit. You have probably heard stories like this. "I was thinking of my ex intensely, and then they called out of nowhere." Or, "I felt sudden sadness, and later found out they were going through something." This is reciprocal energy. No contact does not mean no communication. The silence of phones and words hides a silent conversation happening at the soul level. Your mind is not obsessing alone. It is responding to their vibration. Finally, we must consider the sixth and perhaps most profound reason, the soul contract. In spiritual philosophy, not every person we meet is meant to stay in our physical reality forever. Some people are not destinations. They are catalysts. A catalyst is a substance that speeds up a chemical reaction but is not consumed by it. Similarly, some souls enter your life to speed up your growth, to break open your heart, or to shake you awake from a slumber you didn't know you were in. They arrive, they trigger intense change, and then they physically depart. When you cannot stop thinking about them without contact, it is often because you are trying to hold onto the catalyst instead of embracing the change. You are looking at the messenger instead of reading the message. The intensity of your thoughts is not a sign that you should chase them. It is a sign that the transformation they started in you is not yet complete. The universe is keeping their memory alive to fuel your evolution, urging you to become the person they forced you to see in the mirror. So, what should you do when these thoughts become overwhelming? How do you find peace when silence is all you have? First, stop fighting the thoughts. In psychology, there is a concept known as the white bear effect. If you tell yourself, "Do not think of a white bear," you will think of nothing else. The same applies here. The more you judge yourself for missing them, the more you try to force them out of your mind, the stronger their presence becomes. Resistance creates persistence. Instead, practice the art of flowing observation. When their face pops into your mind, don't panic. Don't analyze it. Don't check their social media. Simply acknowledge it. Say to yourself, I see you. I feel this connection. And I am okay. Imagine the thought is a cloud passing through the sky of your mind. It is there, but you do not have to grab it. You do not have to own it. Let it drift. Second, transmute the energy. Remember, this obsession is just energy that has nowhere to go. It is potential power trapped in a loop. Use it. If the thought of them brings pain, paint that pain. Write it down. Run it out. Pour that longing into a project, a passion, or a prayer. Take that heavy, dense lead of missing them and turn it into the gold of building yourself. And finally, learn the spiritual paradox of surrender. To get what you truly want, you must be willing to let go of how it comes to you. The hardest truth to accept is that you cannot force a flower to bloom by pulling on its petals. You cannot force a connection to heal by overthinking it. If this person is truly meant to be in your life, if your soul contract with them includes a future chapter, then no amount of silence, distance, or time can prevent them from returning. The universe does not make mistakes with geography. If two hearts are meant to be together, the world will shrink to bring them closer. But if their part in your story is over, then holding on to their ghost only blocks the entrance for the new love that is waiting to come in. Trust the silence. Trust that the work is being done behind the scenes. Trust that if they are thinking of you, if they are feeling that same magnetic pull, they will eventually find the courage to break the silence. And if they don't, trust that the void they left is being prepared for something that will not just occupy your mind, but will fulfill your soul. Your intuition is not lying to you. The connection is real. But your destiny is not defined by their absence. It is defined by your presence in your own life. If this message resonated with your spirit today, and if you are ready to trust the timing of your life, I want you to claim it. Go to the comments below and write, I trust the flow. Let that be your declaration to the universe that you are ready for peace. And remember, you are never thinking alone. We are all connected in this vast web of consciousness. Thank you for watching, and until next time, listen to the whispers of your soul.